Good afternoon. I want to welcome all our new ND students, your families and friends, and all of you watching for wherever in the world you find yourself today. Welcome to your White Coat Ceremony. I'm Dr. Kelly Baltazar, Dean of the College of Naturopathic Medicine at NUNM. I'll serve as your MC this afternoon, and I have the honor of introducing you to several esteemed members of our community. I have had the joy of meeting many of you already this week at your new student orientation. I can't say enough about how excited we are to have you as part of our NUNM community. Before I introduce you to our first speaker, I wanted to take a moment to introduce you a bit to each other. There are 49 new Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine students starting this term. You come from 20 different states all across the country, with some joining us as far as Puerto Rico and Malaysia. 18 of you will be starting our on-ground program, and 31 of you will be completing your first year with us online, and will join the rest of us in Portland in summer of 2026. 15 of you are dual degree students here at NUNM, pursuing your ND degree in addition to a Master's of Science degree in nutrition, integrative medical research, acupuncture, and global health. You come from near and far, you span age groups and experiences, and each of you comes to NUNM with your own unique worldview. The diversity of paths you have taken to get here only make our community stronger and more resilient. We are better together having each of you here with us. For countless reasons, you have all chosen to start this journey, and now we will embark on this journey together. Welcome to the NUNM family. It is indeed my honor to introduce you to our first speaker, Dr. Melanie Henriksen, President and CEO of NUNM. Dr. Henriksen is a 2005 graduate of our ND, Chinese medicine, and natural childbirth programs. She has served our profession as a healer, teacher, and leader. Before her time as NUNM's president, she has held many esteemed positions at NUNM, including residency director, dean of the College of Naturopathic Medicine, the chief medical officer. She has been NUNM's president since 2020. Dr. Henriksen is a leader in the field of integrative medicine. I'm pleased to introduce my friend and colleague, Dr. Melanie Henriksen.
Thank you, Dr. Baltazar, and welcome, everybody. It is such an honor to be with you here today, and such an honor to welcome you to NUNM. Over the last 5 days, you have had a very busy week. You've learned a lot about us, and you've learned some about your new ND cohort colleagues and your new academic community. And over the next 4 years, or maybe for a few of you like myself who had to do a few more programs, you're going to be faced with endless opportunities. These opportunities will challenge you, they will change you, and often, without even realizing the impact that you have, you are going to transform the lives of your patients and of our community. Today's ceremony is more than just a symbol of the physician that you have set out to become. It is a road less taken, and it should serve as a constant reminder that you have chosen a path of service, and we thank you for that. You have dedicated yourself to the service of others, and this white coat, which you're going to hear more about later, serves as a bit of symbolism to both the patient and the provider about the journey that you are on. I want to share that in just the blink of an eye, you are going to begin your first clinical experiences. Intentionally, we put that early on in your career because we know that's why you're here. And in your first clinical experiences, I expect that you are going to feel a myriad of emotions. You should feel very proud that you made it to medical school. Not many do. You'll also probably feel a wee bit scared and unprepared. And again, you should. Those of us who have been practicing for decades still feel that regularly. And that's what drives us to do more, to research more, and to be better to make sure that we are serving our patients. I hope that you will feel excitement, that your presence, regardless of the role that you serve when you are in the room with a patient, whether you are a hydrotechnician or serving in a secondary role or the primary or a resident, you are there as part of a therapeutic experience that is going to change your patients' lives. And I hope that you will take with you the impact that you will carry, often far more than what you will ever realize. One of the things that you are going to hear over and over again is, don't give any medical advice without checking with your attending physician or your resident, right? And you're gonna hear that and you're gonna think, yeah, but I'm just a medical student, so really they're not gonna listen to me anyway. But the thing is you are not just a medical student. Probably before your first term is over, before Dr. Petshow and some of the physicians have even had a whole term with you, you are going to have family and friends saying, hey, what do you think about this? And your words as a student, and for patients, you are often the face that they see. You are the first provider that has listened to them, has heard them, and who has sat and held their stories in confidence. Those words mean more than what you will ever recognize. So we really mean it when we say, don't give any medical advice without talking to us. It is both an honor and a privilege. So, there we go. With family, with friends, with your patients, recognize the importance of the work that you are doing. Even when you're so deep in studying that you can't see the light of day, recognize that you are carrying a path that will transform lives that you won't even know that you touched. And this white coat will serve as a reminder of that lifelong path of being a healer and a provider and a trusted caregiver. So I ask you to wear it with humility. I ask you to wear it with courage. And I ask you to remember the trust and the privilege of the role that you are undertaking. And I just want to say again, welcome to NUNM. We are so, so grateful to have you as part of our family. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Henriksen. Even in the most straightforward of times, medicine is challenging. It's a challenging career path to take. Years of study, hard study, staying current on ever-changing research, long hours coordinating care for patients, witnessing the beginnings and the ends of life, holding space for your patients while also caring for yourself. The past few years have brought many challenges to our communities, and I hope each of you feels proud that despite it, you are here, looking forward, seeking to help others and cultivate healing. I am pleased to introduce you now to a fellow student, Samantha Jensen. Samantha is a third-year student and our current SGA president. Born and raised amidst the fjords of Norway, now in Portland after trading the Rockies for the Rose City. Samantha is a passionate advocate for mental health and sports medicine, hoping to inspire wellness one step at a time. Outside of school, she's a lover of culinary adventures, globetrotting, immersing in diverse cultures, and making a splash in the pool. Samantha.
Thank you, Dr. Balthazar. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samantha Jensen, and I'm honored to stand here today as your SGA president for this year. It's truly a privilege to stand before you on such a meaningful occasion. This moment, this ceremony, is more than tradition. It's a threshold, a beginning, a quiet but powerful declaration that you're stepping into a journey that is both deeply personal and profoundly transformative. When I first imagined myself in a white coat, it wasn't in naturopathic medicine. I had pictured a different path, one that was expected of me, that felt more conventional and more familiar. And when I finally made the decision to pursue naturopathy, I was hesitant. I questioned whether I belonged, whether this was the right fit, if I was on the right path. And then came my own white coat ceremony. I had just moved to a new state, started a new school, was surrounded by people I didn't know. The room was buzzing with excitement. People or families were cheering, friends were hugging, and support groups were gathered around their loved ones. And I sat there silently, feeling the weight of an absence. My brother was there, and I was deeply grateful for his support, but the absence of my mom, who had passed 5 years earlier, was still loud. She was my biggest cheerleader, the person who would have been in the front row, beaming with pride. And her absence echoed in every single moment of that day. I barely heard any of the speeches. My mind was racing, my heart was heavy, and I was trying to hold it all together. And then I put my white coat on, and something clicked. It wasn't dramatic, it was quiet but powerful. And I felt a sense of an alignment, a stillness, a clarity. Like everything I had worked towards had led me to that one moment, and I knew this is where I belong. That coat became more of a symbol. It became a reminder of the kind of doctor I want to be, someone who leads with curiosity, kindness, and understanding, someone who shows up for their patients and their peers with an open heart, even on the hard days. And yes, there will be hard days. What I didn't realize back then was that the people sitting around me, those strangers, would become my community. On the days my grief felt unbearable, they sat with me in silence, quietly, without judgment. They didn't try to fix anything or rush me through my grief. They simply stayed. And when the time came to honor my mom and celebrate my birthday, they helped me find a way to hold both joy and sorrow in the same breath. And they gave me a space to grieve, and just as gently, they reminded me how to live. This path can be daunting. It will test your limits, and it will show you new ones. But here's what I've learned. You are never alone in it. This community, your classmates, your mentors, and even those you have not met yet, is built on support. We lift each other up. We celebrate each other's wins. We hold space for each other during the challenges. You'll find that people here aren't just rooting for your academic success. We're rooting for you as people stepping into a calling. So as you put on your white coats today, let it ground you. Let it remind you of your purpose and your potential. Let it be a symbol of the doctor you're becoming and the community you are now a part of. You belong here. So lean in, ask questions, support one another, grow. And when the time comes, leave this place better than you found it. We're so excited to welcome you, and we can't wait to see all that you bring on this journey. Congratulations, and welcome to NUNM.
Thank you, Samantha. We are here today because the white coat ceremony is a significant rite of passage in your journey to becoming a naturopathic physician. Events like white coats can help to orient us in a world that is in constant flux. It helps us build a more resilient community and nurtures a sense of renewal and growth. It is truly an honor to participate in this tradition alongside you all. The NUNM community is proud to be part of your journey, to celebrate your transformations, to cultivate your adaptability, and to celebrate your response to a calling, the calling that each of you share as peers, and one that you will share eventually with the world. Our next presenter is Dr. Dee Saunders. Dr. Saunders graduated from NUNM in 2015 with a doctorate in naturopathic medicine and a master's degree in integrative medical research. She is our current Associate Vice President of Clinical Education and Administration. She is passionate about lifelong learning and supports early career doctors through residency. Dr. Saunders.
Thank you, Dr. Baltazar. Good afternoon, everyone. It is such an honor and a privilege to be here to welcome you into our community. You know, when they asked me to speak at an event like this during your orientation week, I think, oh my God, what can I possibly tell them that's going to be meaningful or helpful after the absolute fire hose of information that you've probably received this week? So I decided I'm not going to tell you anything. Instead, I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you the gift of increased focus and selective attention. And in order to do that, I need to present some research, okay? And first, I'm going to introduce a term, and the term is enclothed cognition. Enclothed cognition is the systemic influence that clothes have on the wearer's psychological processes. So let's think about it, right? You get a new outfit to go out. You feel more confident, more beautiful. It has an effect on you, right? You get that power suit, that power blouse, right? You feel smarter, more confident in your interview. So what, Dr. Saunders? We already know clothes can affect us. What does this have to do with you about being to don the white coat? Okay, now's the research. So a group of researchers came along and they recruited about 58 people, probably a little bit less than this in this room. They divided into two groups, okay? This group over here was given a white coat, and this group over here was given no coat. And both groups were asked to take a test, like one of those cognitive tests with like sequencing and memory and logic and things like that. And lo and behold, the group with the white coat performed with half as many errors. Okay, so one might suggest that the coat did have an effect on their attention and focus, but we really couldn't say that it was due to the symbol of the doctor's white coat. So another group of researchers came along, a little smarter, and they designed a different study. In this study, similarly, recruited a group, put them into two, and this group over here was given a doctor's white coat, and this group over here was given a painter's white coat. And lo and behold, the results were the same. This group performed half as many errors as this group. But what the most interesting thing about the study is that in both groups, the coat, the actual article of clothing, was exactly the same. It was that this group was told that it was a doctor's white coat, and this group was told it was a painter's white coat. So here we can see that the power and the effect, the symbol of the white coat is actually what was responsible for, the doctor's white coat, for the increased focus and selective attention. So very soon, next quarter for many of you, as you're getting ready to enter clinic, and all the competing priorities of holding space for your patients and typing on the computer system and building rapport and trying to speak intellectually with your attending, just remember that this coat that you're wearing is not only a symbol of being a doctor intern, a student doctor intern, and soon to be a naturopathic physician, but that it also possesses magical powers of increased focus and attention. So while I leave you with your gift, I will leave also a quote from 1978 Nobel Prize winner in literature, Isaac Bashevis Singer. His quote was, "What a strange effect there is in clothing." Thank you very much, and welcome to NUNM.
Thank you, Dr. Saunders. Today, you will don your new white coats for the first time. Before we get started, let me explain how this will work. In a few moments, I will ask our ND faculty to join me up here. We will first start with our students that are participating in person, and then we will move to our online students. For our students participating in person, you will be coded today by your ND faculty. For our students participating online, if you have someone with you that you can ask to assist you, that would be great in this process. Please let me read through all the names of each group before you are coded. We will quote the number of students at one time as we have faculty members up here. ND faculty, can you please join me? Okay. Yep, come on up. Perfect. Oh, there's more. Can you do one? Oh, there, yeah, go ahead. Perfect. It is now my honor to read the names of our new students pursuing their doctorate in naturopathic medicine. Landon Duval Disbro. Paige Martin. Samantha Zeiss. Jessica Perez Jancosi. Lauren Niss. Sasha Origel. Jeremiah Godby. Andrea Nicole Camacho Santeliz. Michelle Going. Lily Priel. have a seat, and the next group can come up. Is there another one available for you? Perfect. Mary Nahara, Paige Newton, Kennedy Smith, Natalie Luna, Abigail Moran, Kylie Vetier, Ariana Renee Streeter, Juliana Gauthier, Meredith Powell, Katya Alexandra Brodsky. Okay, next group. Riley Elise Presant, Evelyn Esquivel, Ariana Davidson, Celine Torres Medrano, Lily Chun, Sheandra McMore Washington, Tyler Shea, Amanda Rigdon, Monique Williams, Caitlin Evans. You're good. We're gonna clap. Next group. Galen Andrade Booker, Courtney Harvey, JL Rivera. And now for our students joining us virtually. I will also be reading the names of those students that are unable to be with us today. Haley Nominuk, Sydney Saunders, Keaton Scanlon, Katie Voorhees, Valeria Baronets, Daria Barksdale, Carissa Bellows, Elizabeth Bonadonna, Ria Diarcaron, Brian Iravelli, Eden Fries, Veronica Jakubikova, Pamela McGee, Ellen Marchetti, Catherine Mead, Prentice Onayemi. Now it is time for you to don your white coats. Our next presenter is Dr. Taylor Boham. Dr. Boham is originally from Omaha, Nebraska, and moved to Portland in 2017 to pursue her doctorate in naturopathic medicine. After graduating, she completed a 3-year residency here at NUNM and currently serves as the Assistant Medical and Residency Director. Dr. Boham will lead you in the recitation of your oath. Dr. Boham.
Okay, I'm the lucky one speaking today because I didn't have to prepare a speech. This whole cohort got to prepare my speech for me, and it is your oath of professionalism. I did time this out. It'll take us about 3.5 to 4 minutes. So put your focusing caps on. Do I have them stand? Yeah, okay. Stand up, y'all, we're doing it. Stand up. Have your brains on, okay? Because you're gonna repeat after me, but we're gonna keep it at a good cadence. Y'all ready? Okay. I come to this work shaped by lived experiences. I pledge to practice naturopathic medicine with humility, integrity, and courage. Honoring both evidence and tradition. In the communities I serve. I will safeguard the trust placed in me. I will uphold professional standards and act with respect. Good. For patients, colleagues, and the earth we share. I will listen deeply. Hold space without judgment. And respect the varied backgrounds, beliefs, and values of those in my care. I will serve as teacher and companion on each patient's healthcare journey. I will advance health literacy so people can make informed choices. I recognize the responsibility I hold as a clinician. I will meet our shortcomings with humility and accountability. I will advocate for accessible, holistic care. And stand with those whose voices are too often unheard. I will work to make medicine feel less lonely. For patients and providers. By redefining our relationships with health and healthcare. Through partnership, presence, and compassion. I will remain curious. I will learn for life. I will strive to care for my own well-being. So I can be present for others. I will practice with gratitude. For the position, education, and guidance that brought me here. I will use that gratitude to notice and relinquish my biases. In the presence of my community, I pledge to practice naturopathic medicine with compassion, curiosity, and courage. To be the doctor I once needed. And the colleague I would want by my side, period. We're gonna do that one again. And the colleague I would want by my side, period. Congratulations to the incoming class of 2025 who have chosen their cohort motto to be a baddie. Okay.
Congratulations, you can sit down. Thank you, Dr. Boham. The white coat means many things to many people. For you, I hope you find it to be the symbol of hope, of the studied healer, and the compassionate helper. When things are scary, look for helpers, Fred Rogers' mom said. Our world is calling out for helpers. Thank you for stepping into this path. We are honored to have you with us as part of the NUNM community. And we look forward to every opportunity to support you as you transition from new student to student doctor to doctor, resident, clinician, and beyond. Thank you to all our speakers today and to all of your families and friends and loved ones who will support you in the years ahead. And thank you. Congratulations and welcome to NUNM. This is the end of the ceremony. Now please join us in celebrating this momentous occasion with a champagne toast. You can all head to the back of the room where they're, as you've been hearing, getting it ready for us. Online students, thank you for your patience as we all grab a glass to celebrate here. And if you can please grab, oh, I already see some. Grab a glass and we will be with everyone shortly. Has everyone had an opportunity to grab a beverage? We are going to be doing our toast here.
One more. One more.
Has everyone had an opportunity to get a beverage? I would like to introduce you to Dr. Nancy Scarlett. She is one of your ND faculty members that you will have starting fall term, and she is here to give you your toast.
Thank you, Dr. Balthasar. So, I'm going to give a toast, but it needs a little bit of an explanation. So we heard a lot about journeys. Many folks said journeys, about what you're entering. And I wanted to touch base with a story that a very famous comparative mythologist named Joseph Campbell talked about it. And it's called The Hero's Journey. And if we want to be inclusive, we can say Shiro or Piro, person, but The Hero's Journey. And it is a story that is actually common around the world. And it's about a person who ultimately has some kind of a inkling, a calling that they are kind of driven to do. They might initially have some hesitations and trepidations. I don't know about you, but I know when I started in this, I had people say, don't you want to be a regular doctor? And so, but then the dedication sort of, and the uncertainty kicks in and we go on our journey. And along the way, we meet many, many people that help us and learn our lessons. We meet some challenges and some mentors. And it's not at all easy. In fact, Joseph Campbell talks about things like there will be blood drawn. And that's actually literally going to happen here. But there's also things like dismemberment, and that's not really going to happen. But after the long and arduous journey, the hero returns home with a new name. And with that new name, it's in our world here, you get a title, being a physician, being a doctor. And so it is with that story in mind that I wanted to give a toast around sort of things to be looking out for and doing on your journey. One is that keeping in mind at all times the passion that you feel today, even with the uncertainty, keep that in your view. There'll be days when the dismemberment is happening and you're really going to want to lean in. Really embrace the people around you, not just your teachers, but your classmates who are your co-journey people, who will be lifelong colleagues and friends, because you've been through so much together. Don't forget to eat breakfast. Those of you who are familiar with The Lord of the Rings, that is a hero's journey story, right? So don't forget breakfast, second breakfast, 11 Z's, all that stuff. And lastly, just keep keeping an embrace and growing an embrace of naturopathic medicine while you're here. So, to the entering class of 2025. Cheers, good luck, and Godspeed.